Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtual Lab Infra once again in my MD-102 Intune training series. So far, we had created compliance policy and added two of our devices. In this session, we will see how those compliance policies are reflecting in Intune portal. What are the settings that has been reported in a compliance status, whether it is non-compliant or compliant. So to check that, let's come here in compliance settings, click on the compliance policy that we have created. So as we can see, there are two devices so far reported. If you click on view reports, we can see, so these are the two machines that we had applied the policy so far. Also, if you click on devices, we can see what happened actually and why it is showing as non-compliant. So click on the devices, all devices. So compliance shows non-compliant. Let's click on one of the device. And if you can come here and see device compliance. So ignore the first one guys, because this is the default compliance that when we had created Intune and join our we onboarded our devices, it has created. So this is the one which we had created. So this is our customized compliance policy setting. So if you can see, it clearly shows that the firewall is not compliant, because we have created a policy that firewall should be enabled. If not, it will show non-compliant. BitLocker not applicable, but we had Defender, Microsoft Defender anti-malware. We had it shows compliant, but if you see operating system version that we had given 10.0. So some of the version detail we have given, it says if it is not coming under our standard value, it will show non-compliant. Password complexity, since our password is not complex, so it says error or not compliant. Similarly, we can check for our other device guys. If you select Windows 10 VM2, there are so many settings that guys you can, when you do your lab, you can try all the settings one by one, and you can see how this compliance policy works and how it reports in our Intune portal. So being an administrator, we should have something called notification, so that we should be knowing what are the devices they are non-compliance, so that we can quickly go ahead and check why exactly the device is not showing as non-compliant, what device it is, who owns this device. So those things we can check here. So to check the device compliance policy for this device, let's check here in the compliance, the second one. So I think for second device we have not done any changes. So most of the settings are showing as a compliant, but by default the password whatever we set is which is not matching, and it says error or non-compliance. Similarly for encryption data and the OS version. So this is how the compliance policy works, and it reports to Intune portal. Like if you see in the devices, in the compliance policy, so we have an option to create a notification and send across all the devices. Send across all the devices and come to our portal, or you can say receive the notification from the devices who all are not compliant or having any issue. So to create a notification, we can click on create notification, give any name. Let's say test notification. Policy. Test notification, okay. Click on next. So here is the header and footer setting, guys. So this is how the company standard. If the device shows the company logo, if it doesn't show, it will show non-compliant. So these are the settings that we can set. If these settings are not matched or doesn't fulfill the criteria, we will be able to see those notification, and being an administrator you can go and check those devices, what are the things are missing, or what are the like company logos are not uh, configured in the device, email company name is showing in the device or not, tenant show contact information, so company portal website link. So these are the options, you can click on enable this as well. In notification we can add the language, uh, location, okay, India and English. United Kingdom subject notification for non-compliant. Set a default value, and you can set some message as well. This is a test notification for non-compliant device. Save. Next is nothing but review. You can click on create. So this is how the test notification tab, like whenever the device is non-compliant, it will send a notification across all the devices. In retire non-compliance, if the devices are non-compliant, you can, here we can set a policy, and it'll, so this is we can ignore actually. So retire compliance, actually it's a manual task that company follows, so we don't need to discuss here. Let's go to compliance settings. So in the compliance setting, if you toggle your cursor here, you will see specify the period in which device must report the status for all received compliance policy. So like how many days or what are the period you want to set, so that the devices send the status, report a status. If device that do not return a status within this time period, it treated as non-compliant and the default value is 30 days. So within 30 days, if the device is not able to send any information or receive the information from device, it will consider as non-compliance and it will throw the notification, or it will comes under non-compliance. So let it be 30 days. A script, we don't have any script. Monitor. As you can see, so far 2 devices been onboarded and reported to Intune portal as non-compliance. So this is how the compliance works in real-time environment, or you can say in the production. So that's all, guys. This is one of the important feature that has Intune given Microsoft Intune has given, and which is widely used in all of the organization. So this is how we can check the compliance policies and compliance status. In the next session, we will create a configuration and will apply across all the devices and see how it works and how it reports to an Intune portal. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.